Hey, it's 10 minutes after the noon hour, and let's send things over to Brian Goddard, who's watching the storm team forecast. So what you're telling me now is the nicer it is this afternoon, the worse it could be later on this afternoon.
Exactly. Clouds acting, if you're talking like an upset stomach, clouds act as the Pepto-Bismol.
Nice analogy.
Keeps it nice, nice and cool. It keeps it settled. And so if you don't want severe thunderstorms, which I know a lot of you don't, you want it to stay cloudy and cool this afternoon like it is right now. Taking a look at Viper HD, we'll show you what's going on. We still have some leftover clouds and some sprinkles down in parts of Kenosha, Racine, even parts of Walworth County as we speak, and up in Sheboygan as well. These are going to be slow moving, and we're going to stick with the clouds for most of the day. Today was supposed to be cooler than it was yesterday. We were in the 80s yesterday afternoon, but today was supposed to be cooler with those northeasterly winds, and so we'll continue to watch it very carefully if that sun does start popping out later this afternoon. Now, the best chance of seeing those storms starting to pop up will be off to the west of us into Iowa, and then that's the track they're going to take over the next, I'd say, 5 to 6 hours, and so we'll keep our eye to the west. With that said, it is going to be a bumpy afternoon, especially to our friends to the south of us, and we'll show you why here in just a second. We can go to weather graphics now. This is a very rare event. Now, a slight risk, which is what we are under, is a daily occurrence across the United States. Somewhere in the U.S. there is a slight risk for severe thunderstorms. A moderate risk is issued when the probability for severe weather becomes a lot more likely. To give you an example, the last 2 tornado outbreaks in Oklahoma City, they were under a moderate risk. So you start to think, okay, there's a moderate risk. This is a big deal. Just in the last hour, the Storm Prediction Center out of Norman, Oklahoma, issued a rare high risk for extreme northern Illinois and northern Indiana. This happens maybe once a year across the United States, and it means something serious is about to happen. It is just south of here, but my gut tells me the reason we are under the slight risk here in southern Wisconsin is because this area is so close to us. We could get a glancing blow, let's say Walworth, Racine, or Kenosha counties, even here in Milwaukee County, get some of that wind coming out of these storms, maybe even some large hail. The main threat from the storms today, or later this evening here locally, is heavy rain. 1 to 2 inches of rain. But all eyes across the country, meteorologists speaking wise, will be in northern Illinois and Indiana. I've been saying that for the last couple of days. We have the slight risk here locally, but the bullseye was down just to the south of us. Not a pretty looking day. This helps us, though. If you don't want severe weather, if you want to keep just rain showers around here, you want it to stay foggy, you want it to stay cloudy and cool. The reason for that is we have the northeasterly winds today. Yesterday, they were out of the southwest. Everyone got into the 80s. We were 84 degrees here in Milwaukee. Today, we're 61. A completely different story. And look at the warmth down just to the south of us. There's your warm front, and so those storms are going to fire up along that front, and the humidity levels, the dew points, are in the 70s. That's tropical air, so there's plenty of fuel just an hour or two south of us to get these storms fired up later this afternoon. Lows tonight will be in the 50s. We'll have those showers and storms roll through here late afternoon, the evening, up until probably around midnight or so, but I think the worst of it could be anywhere from about 5 to 7 o'clock. Highs tomorrow, upper 60s to lower 70s, even mid-70s inland. Northeast winds, though, keep us just a little bit cooler. Here's those dew points once again. We're 57. Okay, it's damp and cool outside. Just to the south of us, it is steamy. A lot of fuel for those storms, and so watch that carefully. Here's your 7-day forecast for today. We're going to get to around 68 degrees. Not ideal conditions for severe weather, but with that bullseye just to the south of us, Melissa, we're going to have to watch it very carefully. And Thursday, 70 degrees. Back to you guys.